We are starting this Saturday high noon battle with a bang. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Falcons. The Falcons ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Hand it to the back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nice play to knock that one down.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Right side, it's Nelson. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. New set of downs after the completion. They're going back to the ground. Just smothered on the play. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. There he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. The defense putting points on the board.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Number 19, set to kick off.
And he's going to bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense all over him.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Going deep. Makes the catch on the right side. Running free. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And he makes the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Number 27, set to take this one over.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Simmons. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Man, sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you. Don't be too aggressive.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. RPO complete. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Falcons can really attack on this second and short. Simmons trying to beat the D deep. Snags it inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Falcons. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Set to kick it off.
Bringing it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Set to kick off.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This offense will take the field again. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Here's Simmons to throw. Makes the grab. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. They'll run him again. Got an alley. He's got enough. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, give to Hardy. And he's brought down after a short gain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Out wide right, it's Lee. Makes the grab, and down immediately, he picks up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Throwing Simmons. They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I don't think the defense was expecting an outside run there. Offensively, they go with the toss play, and the running back's able to get to the outside and downfield. It was too late. before the defense was able to tackle him out of bounds.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Going for the big play. Makes a deep grab. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss.
Number 27, set to advance on the play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to Hardy. At the 35, he's loose. Sprinting away. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Falcons.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
No reason to think so far we won't see plenty more offense on display, or will the defense find an answer as we start the second quarter? On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Second and long here. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. And as he throws, intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. All the way back. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown. Number 0.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
Number 19. Set to kick this one away.
Deep in the end zone, it's Clark. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
They give it to him again. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Falcons!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Number 19, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Clark. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Quick handoff. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Back to throw, it's Calandria. Rushes on. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is good.
Number 19, set to kick this one away.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. He's taking the shot. Hauls it in down the sideline. There he goes. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to add another. Splits those uprights right in half. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
Number 27, set to kick it off.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Simmons. Rush right in his face. Right side, it's Hardy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Turns it upfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Picks up 9.
Just about as basic as you can get and effective if you execute.
Well executed. QB, nice job putting the football out in front of his receiver where he can advance it.
Here's Simmons to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Long way to go on second down. Simmons to the air again. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing Simmons. Takes a hit as he fires. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Austin Simmons, the play fake. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a give to Hardy. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Makes the catch. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
They go play action with Simmons. Flush to the left. Left side is Hoffman. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quick give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keep it on the ground. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
And here comes the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Simmons unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Falcons peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. To the air, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback changing the play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
They want to run this quarterback. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Simmons to throw. Completes it in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Back to throw, it's Simmons. He's looking deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Changing the routes with his receivers. Drops back on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the Fresno State Bulldogs. And it's USC looking to bounce back from a Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I know that wasn't a big gain, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions, they got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
They go right back to Hardy. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Good timing on the quick out. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Throwing Simmons. Shoots it to the left. Really good throw and a better catch to pick up a chunk of yardage.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with the big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive. They're trying to add to this lead, and with this quarterback, I do not blame you. Keep chucking the pill.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Hardy. Second and long here. Threat of it on the RPO. That's the 20. He's got space. Snags it and he's open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Calandria. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll give it to Hardy. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Hardy again. Oh, he's got some space.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Trying to run, it's Roberts. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Falcons! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is the definition of complementary football. Your defense takes the ball away, and the offense turns those takeaways into touchdowns. Fantastic run, great vision, but this has been so good. Their defense staying aggressive, getting the takeaways, and the offense capitalizing, David, with big plays.
And I wish I could say there was complementary football on the other side. They've complemented each other, and they both stunk. Like, both sides have been bad. Turning the football over, not scoring, like, dug yourself a huge hole in this football game. They better find something quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking for running room. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Looking down the middle. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Great place to start for this offense. Handoff to the single back. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Run in the red zone, it's Roberts. Could be an alley. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Well, I think these guys have gone completely mental. They have lost their minds. The punt team is on the field, and they're in the red zone. That is way more distance than he anticipated. Might have used the wrong club. It's a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeps it on the ground. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Great job by this defense knowing exactly where the marker was. He needed to get it to the 30, and they stop him at the 29. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Needs it. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it. And him on 4th down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense in press coverage. Simmons on play action. Look out! Quickly to the tight end. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. As we take a look at the stats, the numbers guys have been busy. Lots of scoring in this one. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After losing track of the play clock, better keep an eye on it this time. It's 2nd and 10. Simmons. Under pressure. On the move and looking. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The keeper on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Caught over the middle, it's Mills. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be a touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Simmons on the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Caught behind the line. It's Roberts. Pulled to the ground.
That's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Offense going to be challenged to protect on 3rd down after that last sack. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Fires quickly. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's Simmons to throw. In the backfield, it's Roberts. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, if you're a fan watching this offense, you have got to love what you're seeing from your new quarterback. They knew going to the portal was going to be a major, major deal for them coming into this season. They found a really good one. Already over 300 yards passing in this game. And guys, if he can keep this up and he can stay consistent, this offense goes to the next level. And who knows what they're capable of come end of season.
They'll go back to work on offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Hey, finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Calandria. They'll run the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he almost had a pick.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
2nd down, going to throw it. Going over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Both of these offenses just up and down the field, scoring at will. This QB's already got over 150 passing yards in the game, so he's not going to stop slinging it. Which defense can get a stop?
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. On target over the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Unleashes one deep. And they're not on the same page there.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown.
Number 27 set to kick off.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives.